Here it is, guys. Glacier Gray. What do you guys think? I think it looks amazing. This basically replaced Azure Gray, and it's a little bit lighter compared to the Azure. And it's on a limited. I've already done a video on this truck, but this is a unique one. They have some pretty odd options that I've never seen ever on a higher trim level. So we're gonna go through those really quickly. This truck was sold here at Larry H. Miller Super Ford by Diego. If you would like to purchase a truck, be sure to reach out to him. I think it's like the second or third truck that he sold since I've been coming here, so far this month. So yeah, they're coming in hot, guys, 2024s. And if someone backs out, you have an opportunity to grab it.
So here's the window sticker for the truck. The specs are above with the colors. And here's a partial listing for the standard equipment. But right here, you guys see this truck has vinyl flooring. I am pretty surprised that they actually charge you to add vinyl flooring to this truck, because this being a high trim level, I've never seen that before. This one also has the electronic locker out back. And here's a few other things. So it has a tonneau cover and the vehicle safe, rapid heat supplemental heater, and a few other things here. And then they did add the individual trailer tire pressure monitoring system. Destination's right there, and this truck has a total price of $105,615.
When you look at this truck for the first time, you can tell it's a different color from the Azure, but I don't know if this has any flake in the paint because it's so cloudy. Unfortunately, I can't tell. So hopefully in the future I'll be able to do another video and kind of compare this footage, with the sun out versus when it's cloudy. But it looks pretty much like Azure, pretty much. If you didn't know that they changed the colors, you probably would think it's that color. When you get a limited, you get a premium front end. The only you could probably tell that's different is just the headlight. So you get these projector style headlights on platinum up. And then this has like a polished look to it versus that bright chrome that you see. Painted bumpers, parking sensors, everything that you see on this truck pretty much comes standard on the outside, that is. So on the side here, 20-inch wheel. It has a unique wheel, Ford Limited, wrapped in a Bridgestone tire. And here's the tire size right here. 275 solid front axle. And then here are the capacity for the tires. 3,750 pounds at 80 PSI. They do put a fabric material for the wheel wells. If you have the key in your pocket, these power deployable running boards will actually come down for you. Clearance lights, which I love to see on an HD truck. And then you have these like polished door handles, which are unique for the Limited. I would like to see smart key on both doors, on both sides obviously, but they only give it to you on the front doors. So I think Ford should step up, especially for $105,000. And then the bed size is basically rounded off 6.8 inches. You have those steps there, 34-gallon fuel tank, 7.4-gallon DEF. And the 1-tons are gonna have a different suspension. You can get the same one with the 3/4 tons if you upgrade the package on the truck. And this one does have the accessory step, as you guys saw on that window sticker. I didn't really call it out, but there it is. I haven't seen one yet, so it just kind of helps you when you walk up on the top of the bed. They give you this like place for your hand, so you can walk up once. Actually, no, you can't use that second step. That second step might be a little cumbersome. So I would not probably buy this step here, personally. This is my personal opinion. This one does not have a spray and bed liner, which should be standard too. 2,000 watts of power right there. And you have a 7 and 12 pin for your fifth wheel prep package. Here's that hard folding tonneau cover. The reason why you pay more for it is because it has a Ford badge on there. And you just pull this and it just kind of flips there. They do have a bed view camera right there. And something that's nice about the higher trim levels, you do get the sonar on the top of the tailgate and a backup camera, which I'll show you guys on the inside. Also, you have these premium LED taillights, and they're full LED taillights too. Parking sensors. They did restyle your receiver hitch for your chains. They also have LED license plate lights too, 7 and 4 pin down there. And then here's that tailgate design. Some people love it, some people hate it. I've seen where guys will actually color match this to the truck or just black it out, and then they'll just outline like the limited and some of the lines inside of the applique right there. And then here's a better view on the side. All right, so let's step up here real quickly. This truck does have the dual alternators. The other one is right there. Of course, your dual batteries. And that's because of the 2,000 watts of power is why you have those dual alternators too. 500 horsepower, 1,200 pound-feet of torque. Let's go ahead and check out the interior. This interior is unique to the Limited. You have this Admiral blue color with this gray. B&O sound system, carbon fiber trim pieces around it too. Now here's some of the controls. 12-way driver's seat and passenger. These come standard with max recline too. That's what this is for, it's like your pillow. Here's some of your trim pieces on the seats there. Diamond stitch leather. These are real leather seats too. And one thing I like about Fords, they have big steering wheels. I never noticed it until I don't get inside of a Ford for a while, and then when I do, I'm like, holy crap, this is a big steering wheel. Power steering wheel, power pedals, all that can be set up with your seat memories. You have 3 levels. Now, I'm going to be a little picky. You see this? The other 2 wrap this in leather, just saying. Although, I will say, Ford does have the suede roof, and they have the panoramic sunroof, which the other 2 don't have. But they both, I think, GM trucks have the suede roof, but Chevy and Ram do not. You do have an illuminated kick plate here, and vinyl floors on a $105,000 truck. I'm not going to say this is a bad idea. I'm just going to say if you don't want carpet because you're going to really trash this interior, I respect your decision 100%. And yeah, if you have carpet mats, you can always put those down for more comfort. Now, as I said outside, you do have the sonar and the backup camera. So let's go ahead and kind of go through that really quickly. 360 camera view, which is no surprise. Most cars today have that. But I'm going to go ahead and put it for the rear, like this. So when you drop the tailgate down, where's that button at? I'm actually having a brain fart here. Oh yeah, it's on this side, right here. This is how you drop the tailgate down. So when you drop it down, it changes the camera view, which I love. And it also even shows right there that the tailgate's down. So that's the unique thing about this truck. Now, as I said earlier, you do have a power tailgate, so it will go up using power. And then again, it will adjust the camera view with the tailgate up. That is really good features to have. I mean, when you own a fifth wheel or a travel trailer, well, really, if you own a fifth wheel, if you forget to put that tailgate down, this is very helpful. Now, obviously, if you're looking at the screen, you'll see that the view of the camera is skewed. But if you're just not the kind of guy that looks at the camera, you just look back and you're not paying attention that the tailgate's down, you could damage it. And I've heard of a lot of guys who damage their tailgate. So that's a really nice feature. Dual stage exhaust brake. And let's go ahead and go through some of the settings on the truck. So your seats are right here, and this is how you turn on your massage function. So they give you 5 different levels, and then you can change the intensity by pushing right here. Also, if you would like, you have a button here for your running boards, so you can actually disable them. You could change the timer for them. A lot of good features there. Lastly, I don't normally show this, so I'm going to show it to you here. This truck does have the 2,000 watts of power, so you have a plug inside the truck here, and then of course you have the 2 in the bed, so you can turn those on by, you know, basically pushing it on here. There's also a button on the side for them. Something that's nice about the Limited is they give you this badge with the VIN number, and it shows you how many they have built so far this year. So These are pretty unique trucks. I'm not going to say that they hold their value better than the others, but they're pretty unique. You don't see a lot of them. You have your wireless charger with some USBs. This slides for larger cups. And let's go ahead and check out the rest of the interior. Now, I forgot to show you guys on the gauge cluster, you have this thing called general measurements, which shows you some of the temperatures for like the transmission, engine coolant, a few other things there. And then they have one that's called diesel measurements. So that's one of my favorite things about these trucks. In the past, like 2022 and earlier, they didn't have those types of things. So for this 2023 and 2024 pickup, they do have that. Now on the passenger side, you have this large carbon fiber trim piece. There's another one down below here. And a little bit of storage there, also down below. For your vanities, LED lighting, your auxiliary switches are up here. Place for your sunglasses, and this is how you control that big old panoramic sunroof. There's cup holders right here. This is what a lot of people love about trucks. The amount of cup holders you have is insane. And then it's pretty much the same door design. They do give you this illuminated limited badge here. Out back, more vinyl flooring. I'm very shocked to see that. There's a cup holder, more carbon fiber. A little bit of storage in the door. Something else I would like to see from Limited is ventilated rear seats. Just saying, for $105,000, it's not an option that you can't add for this. I mean, not just them. GM doesn't do it. Ram doesn't do it on the HD segment, so they should add that. 2 USBs, power plugs, and these seats are pretty comfortable back here too. The front seats are very soft. And yeah, having that big panoramic sunroof, when you have views like this, hopefully you guys can see, hopefully it will focus. There it is, there it is. When you have those views, that's why I love having a panoramic sunroof. Let's go and check out the payload now. Now, if you don't remember, the Limited I did a video on had more payload than this truck. If you want to go back and watch that video, front gross ax weight reading and the rear does not change. So 5,600 pounds up front, 7,230 pounds in the rear, 12,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating. If you get a long bed, it would go up by 400 pounds and 3,729 pounds. So the only thing that's different with this truck is it does have the heater for the cabin, vinyl floors, the tonneau cover, and that bed step. That's the only thing that's different with this truck. And it has PTO, which I don't know if that would add any additional weight. So the payload doesn't go down that much. It was like 3,800 pounds or so with the truck that didn't have a lot of those features that this one has. So just keep that in mind. But I hope you guys liked the video. Special shout out again to Larry H. Miller, Super Ford here in Salt Lake City. If you are in the market, be sure to ask for Diego and let him know you saw the video. See you guys soon.